Last time I did an unboxing and I assembled a semi-assembled Prusa XL, a 5 tool head tool changer. Now it is time to go through the first steps in order to get this machine where it has meant to be used for, multi-material and multicolor printing. So let's dive right in. Hey, Zach here, and welcome to this video. Last time I did the thing that I never thought I would do. Assemble a semi-assembled Prusa XL, a 5 tool head tool changer. I didn't take the time to calibrate the 3D printer and, go through the first steps. I wanted to do a documented thing out of it. Because, why not? Giving you also the same experience if you're thinking and considering it to buy this 3D printer. And I know the price tag of this machine is heavy. It's not like you would buy a $200 or $300 costing 3D printer. This one is costing way more than that. But hey, there's a discount. Check out the link in the description. It is an affiliate link from Prusa. But hey, you will support this channel and I will get a little benefit out of it. But hey, there's an amazing deal. I believe like 10% off, and you will get more goodies than I got. So hey, check it out after the video, and let's start setting this 3D printer up, and let's go for the first prints. Hey, we got here Joseph Prusa. As you may know or not, this is not only a touch dial, but you can also use a touch screen. So here all lights are blinking, and you see also the chamber light turning on brighter. So printer type, tools, printer type is XL, tools, all tools. It doesn't say what exactly you want to do, but in order to set it up for 5 tools, I believe you need to select that one. It might be obvious, it can maybe check for it itself, but maybe, I don't know, for some reason it is needed. Nozzle diameter 0.4. They all have the same type of nozzle on it. What diameter do I have? Well, that is 0.4. It's I don't know if this is selected for hardened or high flow. Fan type, black, return, done. So here the network setup. You can also skip it if you are using an Ethernet cable. That option is there as well. So I'm going to scan for networks, and then I'm going to enter my Wi-Fi. First, you will get a notification that you are connected to, and then the name from the Wi-Fi that you are using. You have to wait, because on that moment you have an orange bar with cancel. Do not do cancel. You have to wait until you get this message. Now we can fully use all network features of this printer. Now we press OK. Set up Prusa Connect. I'm going to do that. So that will also take a little bit time. Yes. So within the app, you are going to select add, and then you are going to say that it is Wi-Fi connected. And then you get the option to scan the QR code. For obvious reason, I made sure that it isn't visible. And now after setting it up, now it is in here. Registration successful. Here it says leave. I don't know if I need to press leave. So that's all set. See, oh, here it is, Joseph XL5. So that is all done. So leave, run self-test and calibration now. Yes. And now we are, before continuing, make sure the print sheet is installed on the heat bed. I think I've done that. Okay. I know it is a little bit sketchy. It is standing on a Prusa Core 1 box. I think it will be okay. My room is one big stack of mess, but hey, I've got a Prusa XL. So now the bed is fully level. From the Mark III period, I know that it is homing all the way to the top, and then making sure that everything is nice and level. So now Doc 1 calibration. We suggest opening the online guide for the first time calibration. This will take approximately 3 minutes, so I will press continue. Do not touch the printer. Careful around moving parts. So loosen pins. Loosen and remove the dock pins. Why do I need to do that? Do I really need to remove them? But it said do not touch the printer. Yeah, so loosen the pins. And remove dock pins. Well, it says here on the screen, so I will loosen the pins and remove them then. So those pins are removed. Now it is asking to loosen the two screws on the right side of the dock pillar marked in orange using the uni wrench. Interesting. So let's do that as well. So also removed. Lock the tool. Align the tool changing mechanism with the tool and lock it by sliding both metal bars to the right. Okay, also done. So when you get this, you need to move the tool head all the way to the back and then move those locking mechanisms all the way to the right so that the tool is going to be connected to the tool head. And by the way, this thing is going to be used for removing those docking screws. So to come back on the screws on the side, on the right hand side, you need to loosen them but not remove them because you have to tighten them afterwards. So now we are in this position. Let's tighten the screws on the right hand side. So in the next step, the tool head is now here and now you can tighten the other screw as well. So now we need to put back the docking pins. Continue. And I think I need to do that for all tool heads as well. So of course you will get an option because if you are buying the Prusa XL with one single tool head, you have to do that once and then you can skip the other 4 tool heads because you don't have them. You can click finish, but you can also select all or quit. Oh yeah, the load cell test. Usually I fail with this one, so let's hope that this one goes well. Yeah, so it happened again. So if it is 0, you have to tap firmly, but not with force. So I guess this tool also needs to. Let's go in one go. Woo! In one go. So now is the Z-axis self-test. So for the tool offset, I need to grab from this bag, I need to grab this and this. I need to screw them together. And so after, I think, an hour and a half later, the 5 Toolhead Prusa XL is now fully calibrated. The last one was the phase stepping calibration. And now Joseph Prusa says on the screen, happy printing. I'm going to load up a model and I'm going to print. Oh no, wait, it's 2 a.m. in the morning. Let's not do that. I will do that tomorrow. Especially if you are going to use the Prusa XL 5 toolhead. You also need to make sure Filament is loaded before you're going to start with multicolor printing. In my case, I already did 4 tools, so I'm going to show you how to do that. It's not that hard. It's just making sure to have the filament inserted in the right hole. No pun intended. Let's get civilized. So in the menu of the Prusa XL, you go to the filament and then you're saying load filament. Since I'm having tool 4, it says current, I need to pick up tool number 5 in my case, because that's the only one that isn't loaded with filament yet. So pick tool 5 and then it goes back into the docking station, since we are already talking about inserting and putting it in the wrong hole. This one is going to be parked. He's going to grab the other one. It's staying there just a few seconds. Then I need to say which kind of filament, PLA, and then it's going in parking, and then it is going to heat up. So I'm going to put the filament spool on the holder, put it in insert 5, and then all the way till I reach the filament sensor here. So once inserted there, you get the first filament sensor, and then you are pushing it all the way through till it reaches this. And the printer is waiting till you have loaded the filament. Now you press continue, and just after that, you are going to push it a little bit further into here, and then it is going to push out the filament out of the nozzle. Also, one little other thing, if you're slicing a model, send it over to the Prusa XL using Prusa Slicer and Prusa Connect. Make sure that the USB drive, the USB thumb drive, is in the display or attached to the display, or else the file transfer isn't going to work. So make sure of that. And so the Prusa XL is printing a 2-color Banshee. It doesn't seem like much, but on the other hand, I'm using 2 tools from the Prusa XL. Of course, I can go for even 5 tools if I want to. At this moment, just testing out if everything is working as it's supposed to. And look at that, tool 3 and tool 5 are currently printing on the Prusa XL5 toolhead. It is looking amazing. The blue color is printed solid, Jessie, very nice, beautiful silk color. I love it. And then the other one is a gray color, the Polyterra Polyfill. Not me. Polymaker Polyterra gray filament. I don't know how the name is called, but it is looking amazing. The combination is just nice. I have also been working on Prusa Slicer in order to print the cybernetic skull. It is all looking amazing. It takes some time, and within Prusa Slicer I have the issue that I can use only 3 extruders from the 5, so I need to be working on that as well, or I think Prusa should do that, because painting, if you are using the painting functionality in Prusa Slicer, you can only use 2 colors, so yeah. Anyways, the Prusa XL5 toolhead is printing, everything done, calibration, test, wizards, I don't know how you call it. It is all going well. So far, so good. So, if you are interested in the Prusa XL, I put a affiliate link in the description of this video so that you can check out the Prusa XL as well. Or maybe some other 3D printer. You have also a single toolhead. I know, this printer is kind of on the higher side of the price, but then what are you going to get? Some amazing machine. I like it, I love it. And now also during the Halloween, or during the Black Friday, you have amazing discounts as well. So check it out if you're interested, and let me know, what do you think about the Prusa XL? If you made it this far in this video, you are amazing. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, hit the like button, and amazing thanks for these Patreon supporters. You guys are amazing. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Bye-bye.